Deuce.
Deuce.
Welcome to the 6th episode of the Deuce, a twice-a-week talk show sponsored by HPG, where my partner Mike Simzak and I will be running through all the latest, greatest, lamest, and funniest stuff going on in the world. The show's called The Deuce for obvious facts. There's two of us, and the show's twice a week. No other reasons at all. Today's Thursday, April 23rd, and let's kick off this week's episode and get the promo out of the way. The promo product you're liking a lot more of. Mike Simzak, what are you liking?
I am loving the coaster by BCG. Wood coasters look awesome with the wood engraved in there. Or you can do full color, and they also have a great program too where everything you buy that's a wood product from them, they replant a tree in devastated areas. So obviously I don't have one personally, but I just love
it. In your hand, I can see it right there.
Yeah, maybe they can ping it right in there whenever we do this, but whatever. BCG wood coasters, love that piece. What about you? What do you use?
Let me try it. As you can see, I'm holding the full color slap wrap Kuzey from Best, which I'm a big fan of.
What is the 5 fingers say to the face? What? Slap!
I was a big fan of slap bracelets back in the 90s. Random fact is I actually outlawed them at my elementary school because kids were cutting their wrists with them because they weren't properly manufactured. However, the slap wrap from Kuzey is properly manufactured, and it's a great way to keep your beverage cold. So that's what I'm liking a lot more of today.
Slap wrap.
What's the best thing you saw on the web today or in the last couple of days? Since
today, well, it was like yesterday's news, I think, but I just want to reiterate. I think it was a crazy story in my eyes. The T-shirt that came out from Lululemon that was titled "Bat Fried Rice." Super derogatory to the Asian population, the Asian world.
And now it's time for
basically just throwing tons of shade at the Asia culture for the start of the coronavirus. So Lululemon, shame, and can't believe they did something of that nature. Can't believe it got approved. Obviously, they've apologized empathetically, but if you're trying to entice the buying power and magnitude of the whole entire Asia culture, but whatever, 1 billion people in China, you'd want to maybe do something a little better than that kind of move.
That's great, and it was available for sale.
Well, not anymore, but it was.
It was. Wow.
Of course, there's also a $60 T-shirt because it's Lululemon.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting.
What about you?
Give
me something good, man. I need some.
On a better note, I love the all-in challenge that Fanatics kind of kicked off and is sponsoring. There's 90 different auctions currently available where you can actually go on, buy an auction like a raffle ticket for the chance to win like crazy experiences. The one I love. So first of all, the whole thing benefits in like ending world hunger, which is cool. And there's like 6 or 7 charities that are kind of beneficiaries of this, like No Kid Hungry and Feeding America and a couple others. But the one sweepstake that was added yesterday or the day before was you can actually buy raffle tickets for a chance to have Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman help run a lemonade stand with you and your kids. So this is amazing. The other auctions are like, throughout the first pitch of the World Series, play golf with like Justin Timberlake and Bill Murray. If I'm going to bid on an auction, I'm going to put 2 of the biggest movie stars to work for me in my front yard. I grew up running a candy stand on the streets of Danville, and I can only imagine the exponential growth I would have had by having Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman running the stand with me. So clever new auction up for grabs, and different than all the others that are so far been part of it.
Who's your take? Who racks in more sales, Hugh or Ryan?
Dude, actually, I don't know. Like, it depends. I think people are attracted to accents. So Jackman's got an Australian accent, but like, I wouldn't buy lemonade on the street from an Australian person. I'd want to feel comfort in knowing my lemonade was made and produced in America. So I feel like Reynolds is just going to do better. But a lot of people aren't going to recognize them, I think, like kids without the Deadpool face mask. So it depends on which demographic you're going after trying to sell product to.
Wolverine though also.
That's true.
That kid angle. I think Reynolds is cleaning up though the suburbia mom demographic.
Sports update. So tonight, the draft is starting, which I know we'll talk about in a second. But what are you liking in sports? What's the Mike Sims sports update for today?
So sports today, obviously, we'll talk a little bit about the draft. But listen, Jeff, give it to me. Listen, sports today, crazy stats. I know everybody loved the stats from a few weeks ago that we did. So this is a big diss at the Ohio football teams out there. So cool reminder. Houston Oilers. Yes, that was a team for all you teeny boppers. Houston Oilers, who went out of existence 24 years ago, have still more recently won a division title than the Browns. Good luck, Browns, in your draft today. And then, no, there's two sides of the coin. For Cincinnati, 5 out of the 6 last first-round selections have not played more than 75 snaps in their first year. Will Joe Burrow break that streak?
Who's the one that has?
Oh, some lineman. I think his name's Billy Pierce. We'll get it in post. But
and on Tuesday, big announcement too. Gronk coming out of retirement and going back to the Bucks.
Major move. Does that put him in the front? He's got a year off, extra healthy. Depends how much he partied. I don't know.
I saw him on the Ellen show or something yesterday. And his flight. That guy is just ripped, man. He was on top of his workout game throughout the whole year off. Like the Bucks. I'm just watching the odds go up on Bucks to win the Super Bowl in Vegas each day now. Will the Bucks win the Super Bowl in 2020? Most likely not. But Gronk coming out of retirement, that's big time.
Big story for sure. I mean, he was also in WWE, so I'm sure he's still in.
He was holding up the belt last night in the Ellen thing or whatever.
And what's your story here out of sports world?
So NFC North, which your Bears and you're rocking. Oh, we didn't talk about what you're wearing today, but you obviously have a Ditka shirt, it looks like, on some of Mike's big Bears. And there you go. And a Bears hat. Okay. Because it's draft day. So
draft day.
I'm obviously team Sesame Street because I'd way rather rock Sesame Street than an Oakland Raiders t-shirt, which is my squad. Because frankly, Big Bird and Cookie Monster could play way better offense than the Raiders offense. But not surprising for you, Mike Simzak. The Detroit Lions are parking a Winnebago in the driveway of GM Bob Quinn's house to ensure things go off without a hitch. And there's no IT troubleshooting issues during the draft tonight. Are you surprised?
They couldn't even call it like a portable war room. They had to call it a Winnebago. That's so north of them.
Are you surprised by this? And even if there were IT issues, it's not going to help the Lions put together a better season, right?
No, they're going to pick some wide receiver who's going to be flipping burgers in 2 years.
So I'm interested to see what happens in the draft tonight. And going back to your Cincinnati Bengals comment, so they did a dry run of the draft the other day, and there was some early technical issues, which include the Bengals having a 2.5 minute delay trying to announce their pick, and their clock ran out. So it's probably a good indication for why only 5 of 6 picks have played 75 snaps or more, or whatever your stat was. Children's book review. So what are you currently reading? What book are you liking? And we're going to guess the price on it like we've been doing.
All right, sounds good. So since the big hype is out there with Tiger King, not suitable for my daughter. So we have Dear Zoo, which kind of is nice. You know this one?
I know this book because I know what comes last is a puppy. That's all I know.
Is it?
Yeah. I could probably guess the progression. I think it goes
1 eternity later.
Dang, man. Get your point. Where's the point thing? Get your points up.
Give me 7 right here.
That was incredible. So yeah.
Price though?
Child-friendly Tiger King.
I'm going to say $11.99 because there's multiple cutouts and die cutting, and
it's great craftsmanship. It really is, but it is $6.99.
$6.99, so cheap.
Steal from Little Simon, the publisher. So what's coming off of your shelf these days?
Corresponding to my shirt here, and right here you got Grover. Grover is definitely the most hilarious Sesame Street character. He's just the goofball. So this whole book is all about Grover being a contortionist and changing his body into different shapes to reflect all the letters of the alphabet, which is great. He does a great job with the K here. He uses supplemental materials to make the K with a key. But I love this book. Just classic Grover. You gotta love Grover. So Mike, this is a really thin book. It's one of these like gold spine books, which you probably had growing up as a kid. Do you want to guess the price of Grover's own alphabet?
I'm still gonna go $8.99. Sesame Street has the licensing involved and everything like that. I'll go $8.99.
But on this thinness though,
I'm sticking with it.
$4.99 bargain.
That is a bargain. Okay.
Sesame Street's royalty is only probably like 10% on this thing, so they're getting 49 cents on the dollar, where the publisher's probably getting 2. So yeah.
Okay. Hey, can you give us your best Grover impression?
I can do a Cookie Monster impression. I can't do a Grover one.
Come on, man. The people want this kind of stuff.
Grover, I can't do. Cookie, I can do. Cookie,
Right,
cookie, yum, 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 yum. What's your feel-good story today? What's something that you saw on the web or on the news that just made you feel good?
So I think everybody's been taken storm by the whole Last Dance documentary that's been out there, and it's been riveting for sure. But news that came out recently is that Michael Jordan is going to donate every dime of profit that comes his way on this documentary to charity.
I'm rich, bitch!
The right thing to do. It looks like it will total around $4 million that he'll have available out of income from this to donate out to needy charities. I mean, it is a good thing to do with all the momentum that this is gaining. But at the same time, what's $4 million to a guy worth 1 point something bill?
Yeah.
But either way, at least he's giving it back out there to the world. He should donate it to Scottie Pippen. It sounds like after recent episodes.
I have not seen it yet, but I've seen all the buzz on social about what's been happening with Pippen. So,
and I'm also further understanding why they used to call him No Tippin' Pippen. He didn't have enough money to tip. But man, back to your feel good story. What do you got? Swing it your way.
I'm a big fan. I live in California, but I think Andrew Cuomo has done a phenomenal job handling this whole coronavirus. Granted, besides everything actually going on in New York with such high coronavirus counts and death counts, but I think he's been on top of it from a daily press conference standpoint. But he issued an executive order the other day to allowing New Yorkers to obtain marriage licenses remotely via Zoom conference, which I think is awesome. You can't postpone people's happiness and their lives during crazy times. And I think Cuomo thinking outside the box and allowing people to get their licenses or get married via Zoom, excellent move by him. And to hopefully all the New Yorkers that are getting married via Zoom, hopefully your internet connection is better than the one at Mike Zumzak's house, so it doesn't cut out mid-vow or whatever is going on. So.
Yeah, great idea. And you also save a lot of money on photographers and overpriced, weenie rules.
Yeah, you don't need a photographer. You just screen capture it. Done.
Yep. Click, 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 click. Yep.
No videographer needed either. Anything else you want to add? Parting words of wisdom for today, Thursday?
Well, good luck to everybody out there in your draft. And hopefully your team makes a mega spectacular move and gets that interior lineman you've just been salivating for. And hopefully the Browns maybe win more than the amount of games they won last year.
And if you're a Lions fan, I feel sorry for you, and I hope your GM's internet connection is stable enough via the Winnebago. I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in today to the 6th episode of The Deuce for today, Thursday, April 23rd, 2020. Be sure to tune back in next Tuesday for our upcoming episode. We'd like to thank our sponsor of the show, HPG, our producer, Ben, director, Jeff. I think I just flipped their jobs. They both do stuff. And the rest of the team, be sure to subscribe below and stay safe, everyone. Deuces, we out.